Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and today we're going to continue our run for free-to-play decks. Those are decks that are targeted towards people who are on the free-to-play model, not spending a ton of money on gems and trying to advance their decks through collecting gold, opening packs, and getting wild cards. So tonight we're going to go over free-to-play Izzet Wizards. So I struggled a little bit on which one to do, because technically if you really wanted to, you could do Izzet Drakes. You don't need a ton of rare cards, but I've already done not one but two Izzet Drake decks over the course of the last two releases with Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance. So I wanted to do something a little bit different for the Izzet Guild, and I decided to go in an Izzet Wizards deck. Plus, it's super fun to say Izzet Wizards. So let's go into the deck and take a look. This one focuses very similar to the same ideas as an Izzet Drake's deck, as you're going to be casting a ton of sorceries and instant speeds, but the reason for it isn't to build up the strength in Drakes, but it's going to be to build up the strength of your Wizards. And that is all really kind of focused around, and if I'm going to butcher this name, I am sorry, but it's Adeliz, the Cinder Wind. And she's a 2/2 legendary human wizard, meaning you can only have one in play. She has flying and haste, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizards you control gain +1/+1 until end of turn. So basically, you're going to stack your deck full of wizards and a whole bunch of instants and sorcery spells and build them up really, really big and slam people in the face of them. It's a lot of fun. But let's go over some of the spells and creatures in the deck. So of course, we're going to have 4 copies of Opt. This allows you to draw cards, and of course, it's a 1 mana cost instant, so gotta love it. Ghitu Lavarunner is a 1/2. As long as you are 2 or more instances, if you've cast 2 or more instances, it gains +1/+0 and has haste. So obviously, it's a wizard. We have Shock, another 1 mana cost instant. Chart, of course, helps you draw some cards, get closer and closer to those wizards, and Adeliz, of course. Radical Idea, same concept. Viashino Pyromancer, another wizard. It does have the additional bonus of adding 2 damage to your opponent whenever it comes into play, so lovely card. Goblin Electromancer, also a wizard, but it also reduces the casting cost of your instants and spells by 1, so super helpful, meaning you can cast more spells. Wizard's Lightning, because, well, it's an all-wizards deck. Why wouldn't you do Wizard's Lightning? We've already had Adeliz, but we also have Wee Dragonauts. Lovely fun card. And these 2 abilities do stack. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Wee Dragonauts gets +2 and +0 until end of turn, but it also gets the additional +1/+1 for Adeliz. So ideally, if you have both of these cards out, these little guys get really big, really fast, and they're super annoying. Mana base is really simple. 6 islands, 6 mountains, 2 Highland Lakes, and 2 Izzet Guildgates. So let's go and play some games with Izzet Wizards. Hopefully I have the mic levels corrected. I know in my previous 2 videos, I noticed in post that the mic was off. My son was down here playing on his playing with his friends, and he adjusted the mic settings. We've had a conversation about it, messing with Dad's mic settings. So hopefully, I think the mic settings are good now. So we're not going to have any further issues. I think we're going to keep this. It's super annoying when you leave everything right where you want it. Don't touch anything. That's all the instructions you have. And your friend wants to come, and your son wants to come down and play Counter-Strike and messes with your mic settings because, oh, we can't hear you. Well, because their headphones are low. That's not my fault. Be a gentleman and say hello. Andy quit. Woo! Easy win for Izzet Wizards. Not sure why that happened. Maybe he was afraid of Izzet totally. Maybe he played enough Izzet today and said, nope, no more for me today. I really want to get game like that. I've never seen that one before. Like, I've seen people get like mulligan down to like 2, and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to win this game, I'm just going to quit. But to drop the Izzet land and him go, nope, I'm done. I don't know. It's a shame because I really like that hand. Definitely playable. I say we go with it. Similar strategy as before. We're going to drop the Guildgate first, and we're going to win. Oh, he didn't quit. Oh, I guess I have to say hello. Alright, let's drop ourselves down to Viashino. Oh, I didn't mean to mute you, sir. I will unmute you. I do that by accident sometimes. Like, I preemptly, like, I know I'm going to be clicking on that player to point to him, and I accidentally mute my opponents and don't even notice it. See, I see counter magic here, and I'm a little concerned about that. So let's drop another Viashino. Like, I don't want Adeliz to be countered, and I should have done it because he didn't have it in his hand. I always second guess myself. No, let's drop the Ghitu too while we're at it. That's a bunch of wizards. I don't like that he's playing control colors. That's a little concerning. So I'm going to hold some of these critters in my hand. And let's just go for damage. Because I have a feeling a board wipe is coming. Or it's a fairy. One or the other. Let's see what he does. He's thinking about it. And Kaya's Wrath. Because that's why he paid for the land. And Kaya's Wrath, because that's why he paid the 2 mana for the land. Or the 2 life for the land. Vraska's Contempt. Interesting. No board wipe in sight. Well, let's hold her for one more turn. I could get the 6 damage in, but I am super concerned. Let's do the Charter Course too. Probably should have saved it whenever Adeliz came out. Okay. He had a counter, but he let the Electromancer go. Okay, so I'll just do it again. And I'll discard that. Did tip our hand a little, but it put that in the graveyard. Teferi. You've already lost, good sir.
Hold that thought.
So he didn't even return one of my creatures to my hand. I'm not sure why he did that. So in case you didn't know, he has put my... Yeah, like that was super silly. He totally should have returned one of my creatures to my hand or to my library, and then he would have lived for another turn. I would have punched a fairy in the face and would have cast Adeliz in the process and probably still won the game. So yeah, interesting. That goes to show you, kids, you can net deck a deck, but it doesn't teach you how to play it. So that's why I always am really weirded out by people that like cast a fairy on full mana and then tap down, and then use his ability to remove something off the board. So even if you had a counter in your hand, you wouldn't be able to counter the next thing that I'm going to do to kill Teferi. And since he's so integral for your deck winning, I just really, really wish... Oh no, I was about to say I really wish I had the land that I wanted, but no, I think we're good. I like the consistency that we're getting Adeliz in like every opening hand. Ooh, this should be interesting. This is going to be a Rakdos aggro deck. And we're going to say hello. Now the upside is we should be able to kill most of what he has. We're going to drop that, and we're going to drop the Viashino. Because that opens up Wizard's Lightning, in case you're wondering. So this deck does tend to run shocks. No, I'll take the 1, thanks. Let's get the Wee Dragonauts out first. They're good blockers at 1/3s for a lot of his little things that are going to come out, and they still get the added benefit of all of the spells. Plus they're in the air, so having that evasion is really super helpful. Judith, very nice. I'm going to kill both. No, I'm going to kill you to make your attack useless. Because I could have blocked with the Wee Dragonauts, but then his ability would have triggered and he would have killed the Wee Dragonauts. So instead he's going to do that to me, which is fine. Because then I'm going to get to do fun stuff like this. Let's go ahead and get her out. They're both in the air. Yep, let's do some damage. And hopefully if she sticks next turn, sometimes this deck does run shock. So I'm willing to take the damage from this thing. Nope, that's not what he's running. No, you can have that. You can have both. Because I am going to do some fun stuff next turn. Oh boy, am I going to do fun stuff next turn. So, we're going to do this directly to you. We're going to do this directly to you. And we're going to win the game. Izzet Wizards. I wizard you. You're a wizard, Harry. Please, J.K. Rowling's, don't... I'm a huge fan. Please don't do... Please don't copyright strike me. I appreciate that. More Izzet Wizards, please. So this looks like this is an Oodles of Fun deck. It really is. Not top tier. Nowhere near. But Oodles of Fun. Because people don't see that chain coming, especially when you get the Wee Dragonauts and Adeliz out at the same time. Like, they just keep stacking and stacking and stacking, and the damage just gets super high, super fast. First opening hand without Adeliz or a Wee Dragonaut. This is concerning, but we do have draw. No blue spell. Oh, there she is. I'm going to need some blue mana. That would be helpful. Should have noticed that whenever I did it. Now I'm going to regret that. This is going to be Merfolk, and it's going to be... Oh, no, this is going to be Control. Oh, boy, is this going to be irritating. So the trick with Control is you need to kill them as quickly as humanly possible, because at some point in time you're going to reach the point where you can't do any damage to them. Because they're going to have 47 counters in their hand, and you're going to do nothing. Let's get Adeliz out as quickly as possible. The red concerns me, as in he might... Yep, Sinister Sabotage. And the counters begin. Probably should have gone for the burn, but that's okay. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. Sure. Let's go shock first. Let him waste his counterspell on a shock. Let him waste his counterspell on that. Okay, next. Punch him in the face. Interesting. And he tosses a Growth Spiral out there. Let's go ahead and do the opt. Wee Dragonauts, perfect. Is this a Gates deck and I missed it? No. I mean, Growth Spiral is a great card. It really is. So let's do Chart a Course first, because he's going to make us... He's going to counter it anyway. Which is fine, because then I'm going to cast the Ghitu and punch him in the face. He's thinking. Sure. Does he have a second Syncopate? He's a Growth Spiral. Haste, baby! Go! I'm not liking that I'm missing my land drops here. Let's punch him in the face first. Let him see if we can cast some spells. Sure. Ah, damn, he's got it. Yep. So he does have the... Sure, I was going to say, he does have the ability to draw an extra card, but he is down to, like, minimal cards in hand. They're both probably counter spells. He's debating. Do I burn my counterspell on this, or do I just let him have the cards? Nope, I'm going to burn the counterspell on this. You're going to run out of... No, now he's going to try to draw for it. Interesting. This is a more... I hate to say the word... Yeah, more balanced, I'd say, control deck. Because I've not seen Teferi yet. He's not into the blue-white, board-wiping kind of control. It's just a bunch of counterspells. And that's cool. I'm alright with that. So we know he has the Cinders to Sabotage. He's revealed it. Oh, I should have done it on the Charter Course. That's my fault. Oh well, is what it is. The way I see it, he can only cast so many counterspells, right? Because how many could he possibly have? I like both. Ooh. So legitimate, he can only have one counterspell in hand. So let him counter this. If he has it, or he's going to draw for it. Yep, he's going to go try drawing for it. Draw a land, draw a land, draw a land, draw a land. Haha, Growth Spiral doesn't help you. Another Growth Spiral. Well, you get all the land you want. Which is awesome for control decks. Fiery Cannonade's probably next. Chemical's Insight. He's sifting for more counterspells. Wilderness Reclamation. You have so much mana. Do you really need it? Sure. Let's fake him out. What do I have in my hand? I don't know. What is it? Draw a card. Another Wilderness Reclamation. Doesn't help. Punches you in the face. Drop the land. I probably could have held on to that land. Kind of fake him out for a bit. Like I'm holding the final blow in my hand. As it stands right now, I've not seen a win condition in his deck. Like, I don't know how he intends to win the game. Probably has a Banefire in there. He's probably going to Banefire for $1 billion. So he's going to ditch the card that he has in hand to recast Chemister's Insight. Or he's got Banefire and he's just going to build up to $1 billion. Yep, here we are. So he's at 16. And then he's going to get the second trigger for Wilderness Reclamation. Should have been a legendary enchantment, Wizards. I'm just throwing that out there. Because you get shenanigans like this. Where he can cast a 25-point Banefire. Because of this. Or Expansion Explosion. One or the other. That works too. Expansion Explosion works. Banefire also works in that instance. I mean, when you have $1 billion mana, it doesn't matter which spell you're hitting me in the face with, I suppose. We'll go with one more. I'm currently saving up my gold because I want the standard sleeves, like the white, red, black mana symbols. I've been seeing a lot of the previews for War of the Spark, and I know I'm super geeky. The only thing that really excites me, don't get me wrong, all the Planeswalkers are cool. There is a specific Planeswalker that's going to be great in my discard deck. I can't wait to play with that. But I'm super excited that Nicol Bolas is pulling in all the Amonkhet zombies so that I can start working on my mono black zombie deck again. I know, it's sad, but I think it's awesome. We'll keep this. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what we can opt into. And we shall say hello. I mean, we have some great cards, but we need some instants to be able to make that happen. We'll opt once. No, I already have one in hand. That works. Hey, a critter. Memorial of Genius, nice. You don't really see many people run that. Let's see if we can get away with a Chart of Course. Sure can. He has no counters in his hand. We'll pitch Radical Idea because it's got Jumpstart and I can cast it from the graveyard. Getting the Electromancer is going to be fun because then I can cast a whole bunch of spells for one and really start pumping up my wizards. I love the avatar. He went ahead and paid for it. Benevolent Evil, what are you doing, my man? Oh, control. Control colors, blue, white. That makes me sad. So, we know that he's got a Sinister Sabotage in his hand. So let's go with a Ghitu that he's going to counter. Or he's going to let hit the deck. Okay. I assume the Cleansing Nova is coming after this. Revitalize. He's going to drop a land, then he's going to Cleansing Nova and clear the board. Because that's what Control does. And on script. No. No Cleansing Nova. See, I want to wait for that first board wipe because I know it's coming. So I don't want to throw down, like, especially these two cards. I want to try to protect these for a bit if I can. Or at least wait until I have more mana to get to push past one counterspell for him. Because if he's got enough mana for one counterspell, maybe I can get the other one down. Oh wait, Cleansing Load is 5 mana. That's what he's waiting for. Okay. Well, this should be interesting. How many of these does he counter? So let's go with Chart of Course first. Which he's going to let happen. We'll pitch that. And he can have that in the face. Oh, okay. So that means he has the counter. He chose not to use it. Settle the wreckage. Something control-y. Yep, there we go. And I will take that action because I need mana. Actually, specifically, I need red mana. Actually, why don't I just go get my... Oh, I meant to unclick that. I was going to say I should go get my dual lands is what I should do. That was a mistake. I meant to click that. One of the downsides to playing Magic in a digital format is sometimes you click the wrong thing because you're stupid and you meant to go grab all of your Guildgates. Alright, let's watch him counter some stuff. The upside is he's only got one counter. So I assume he's countering this. Sure. And since we have two, I'll drop a Wee Dragonaut. And then our Wizard's Lightning him in the face. And Teferi. Or Cleansing Nova, but why would he do that for one creature? And Teferi. Kudos for him. He was obviously in the closed beta. He's got the cool artwork. Okay. So I need an instant here. That was not an instant. Let's drop the other Wee Dragonaut. He is going to counter this, but it's still going to trigger even though he counters it. Okay. Do I hit Teferi or do I hit him? You hit Teferi because you don't want his ultimate to go off.
That didn't pan out.
Yep, no, I get it. And he wipes the board. Oh, he's gonna mill me? Okay, so that's his win condition. Okay. I sort of semi-respect that more than the I have no win condition to fairy decks and I'm just going to annoy you. I'm okay with that. Sorry about that. I meant to hit the... now I'm hitting my mic. I meant to go hit the cough button, but I didn't get there in time. Got there in time that time. Alright, let's see which... well, he may not have counter magic. He does not. That means one Mr. Teferi is dead, sir. And he'll take 2 on his own. Bye, Teferi. You're so much fun. Let's be honest, he probably has 2 more in his hand. But he's going to have to spend the mana to cast it. Cleansing Nova. He's most likely got this game because he's just going to keep drawing. Because he's now got 14 draw spells in his hand, and he's just going to mill me down. But it is what it is. I at least respect this control deck. I'm teasing. If you play control, it's okay. It's just not... ooh, he actually has a creature. It's just not my thing. I find that control games run really, really long. And once you get to this stage where they have enough mana to counter everything in your hand, it's just kind of pointless. Really? They're punishing me for not going to get them earlier. You should have got us. Cool negate. Alright, so at this juncture, we're probably dead. 23 cards to his 38. Every time he draws, we're losing 4. Yeah. So he's going to cast Revitalize and draw a card or something along those lines. Chemiker's Insight, something like that. Wow, he's really going on board with this, isn't he? Syncopate. Haha, I've got Essence. Oh, nice. Nobody runs Essence Scatter anymore. No. So I am going to mill down next turn. He's doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no, this one's already over. He's just going to mill me down. There is a budget mill deck, because these are only uncommons, and this is a rare. You don't necessarily need Patient Rebuilding for this, but all the draw cards, like, you can build that, and then there's those, I can have as many copies as I want, mill creatures you can go with. You just need the white in it to make it viable, in my opinion. And that means you need the Cleansing Novas, because you need to be able to wipe the board. Because since you don't really have a ton of creatures to defend yourself with. Good old Teferi. And just think, kids, he gets worse and more of the sparks because his 3-mana casting cost one is horrible. Oh, you wanted to cast spells and counter my magic? Nah, you can't do that. Oh, wait, draw a card. And then I lose. And then wish this a good game. Oh, I thought it was over. It's definitely over next turn. Cast it again. Anything? Oh, Wizard's Lightning. You. No attacks. And he's going to draw and I'm going to be done. It is... Well, yeah. Ha! You can't make me draw anymore. Ha! Alright, that's kind of a sour taste to lose on a control mill deck. Let's try one more with Izzet Wizards. Come on. Everyone afraid to play the Wizards deck? Hmm? Come on. There we go. Jadon. Sounds like a Klingon name. There should be a little thing in it. Yeah, we'll keep this. Sure, why not? We don't need no gates. We've got Highland Lakes. Ooh, green. Should be interesting. Say hello. It's probably... is this going to be Golgari? Oh, no. Maybe. Mono green ramp. Works for me. Let's go here. Look at all these spells that now cast 1 mana. That's the... granted, he is shockbait to say the least, but man, does he make a... He definitely stretches their mana base out. Sure. So... let's kill that. Oh, but he was going to ramp in the Carnage turn. Usually the Elvish Rejuvenator is just a chump blocker at this point, because once you get the mana from it... Oh, interesting. I was going to say, once you get the mana from it, it's not really super useful. I have all the ops in the world. Ooh. It's not elves, is it? No, I feel like he's... I've got all the draw I want. Let's start with opt. Yes, yes, please. She'll have to wait till next turn, because I can't seem to get... Sure. No. You'd figure I'd have pulled some land out of all that draw. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, Adeliz. Go punch him in the face, please. Next turn. Next turn. Oh, very cool. This is a big old giant mono green stompy deck. I'll block that and kill it. It's okay, you have no idea the horror you've unleashed. Opt for a land, preferably in... No, I already have her. Let's go chart a course again. Let's discount the mountain. Drop that. Drop that. He can block with a... He'll probably block here and take 10. But I'm going to take 10 in return. No, thank you. Actually, I'm going to take 12 in return and probably lose the game. No, I need to keep blockers behind. You can have that one, and you can have that one. I was going to say, I can't trample on it to death. That's okay. Now, hopefully, this will work out. Oh, see, you could have done that. Alright, let's see what happens. Sure. Draw a card. How about a lightning strike would be amazing. Wizard's lightnings. No. All the direct damage in my hand, I couldn't do anything with it. Radical idea. It's not going to matter because I'm going to lose. That's okay. Oh well, we wanted to win. We wanted to finish this off in a win, but we can't. Even if I stopped, he's going to have enough trample to get over me. Cool little green ramp deck with some riot creatures. Very cool game. Alright, is what it is. Wanted to finish this out on the win, but it's not going to work out that way. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. That was Izzet Wizards for free-to-play players. If you have ideas on how you would adapt or modify this deck, or if you have a free-to-play deck that you think would be great for players who are strictly going free-to-play, they're not putting a ton of money into it, and so that's mostly a bunch of commons and uncommons, and maybe a rare here and there to kind of work out the deck, let me know in the comments down below. If I like the deck, I might try it out. I've already done viewer decks before in the past. I've got another one coming up that's another viewer deck that I'm going to try out, so if you've got an idea, let me know. I'd love to play it. Anyway, in the meantime, thanks for watching, of course. Like, subscribe, always helps the channel, and there is a Patreon as well if you are so inclined. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.